Namaste, welcome to Gita's Kitchen. Today is day 1 of our 7-day, 7 South Indian lunch recipes. Today I am going to show you a very traditional lunch combo, that is Paruppu Usili and Morkuzhambu. And for the Paruppu Usili we are using Vazhaipoo, which is banana flour. Try out this awesome traditional South Indian meal combo, no onion, no garlic, of Vazhaipoo, that is banana flour Paruppu Usili and white pumpkin or ashgourd Morkuzhambu. Those who are new, see, this is the banana flour. We remove this outer layer and we use these flours in our cooking. If you keep them in bunches like this, it is easier to cut it later. So like this we go on layer by layer till we reach the innermost portion. To remove the stickiness, just apply some oil to your fingers so it won't feel so sticky and black like this. Before you start chopping the vegetable, take some water in a bowl and a spoon of curd or buttermilk to it. Add the chopped pieces to it so that they will not darken. Now hold one bunch of flowers like this and just rub the top like this. Then you will find these stamens coming out. Remove them from each flower. Also we remove this portion because both these will not cook well. Can you see that? This as well as this. Remaining we can chop. So when we buy this flour, a lot of time is consumed in getting it ready, but of course the health benefits are immense. So you can even do it the previous night and keep it ready for your next day's preparation. Now we have discarded this and the flowers are now ready to be chopped into smaller pieces. Hold a bunch together and just chop it into small pieces like this. Now drop these chopped pieces into the water which has some curd or buttermilk in it. Likewise, chop the full flour and then we can make the Paruppu Usili. I always admire the beauty of nature, such a protective system. And I remember when we were small children, even this would not be wasted. If we had any small snack, say a bhaji or bonda, whatever is made, it used to be served in this when we have this at home. So this can be used as a plate too. See, we have cleaned and chopped the banana flour, kept it in buttermilk. Now this is Tuvar dal. I have taken about half cup. I soaked it overnight along with 3 dry red chillies. Overnight or even 2 hours soaking you can do in the morning. Now for the Morkuzhambu also we will keep some things ready. Here I have taken 1 teaspoon of rice. Along with it I am adding about 1 tablespoon of dhania, 1 tablespoon of Tuvar dal, 3 dry red chillies, a teaspoon of jeera and a piece of ginger. Also add 1 green chilli while grinding for the Morkuzhambu. We'll soak all these for about 15 minutes. Then we can grind it into a paste along with the grated coconut for making the morkuzhambu. And today I will be using this slice of ashgourd or white pumpkin for the morkuzhambu. We can use lady's finger, ashgourd or other vegetables of our choice. Today I am using this. Now we can grind for the Paruppu Usili. Add the dry chillies to your blender jar. Now drain out the water from the soaked dal. Our dal paste is ground and ready now. I have some water boiling here. So we'll place the steamer basket and now we'll keep this ground dal for steaming. If you don't have a steamer basket, you can just steam it in your idli mold too. Steam it for about 12 minutes. While that is steaming, see, I have peeled the pumpkin. I'll just chop it into pieces for the morkuzhambu. Now in the same jar, we'll grind the soaked ingredients for the morkuzhambu too. Along with it, I am adding about half a cup of fresh grated coconut. Meanwhile, we'll keep these pumpkin pieces for cooking. Just add a little bit of salt for the vegetable. So our ground masala for the morkuzhambu is also ready. Now let's check our dal whether it has steamed. Touch it with a wet hand. It is not sticking, or even if you insert a knife, it should not stick. So this is steamed and done. We'll switch it off. Remove the steamer and allow it to come down to room temperature. When it comes to room temperature, you can crumble it with your fingers too. But a simpler way, just add it to your blender jar and run it in the whipper mode, that is the pulse mode, 2 or 3 times to get a uniform crumble. See, we have got a perfect uniform crumble like this. Now in a pan, heat about 2 tablespoons of oil. Add some mustard seeds, urad dal, a few curry leaves, some hing, now add this crumbled steamed dal. This is the Paruppu Usili, and just saute it for a few minutes. We have not added salt to this, so just add the required quantity of salt. Now mix everything well together and saute it just for 1 or 2 minutes, and our lovely soft Paruppu Usili is ready. Now this Paruppu Usili can be served as it is. Some people like to mix this with hot rice and ghee and have it separately also. So you can keep some as plain Paruppu Usili. Now today we are going to cook this banana flour, that is Vazhaipoo, and add the Paruppu Usili to it. For that, heat a little oil in a pan. Add some mustard seeds, urad dal, 1 dry red chilli, a little bit of hing, some fresh curry leaves, now add in this chopped banana flour, squeeze it out from the water. Add a pinch of turmeric powder, and a little bit of salt just for the vegetable alone. Now cook everything till the banana flour is well cooked and done. till it is well done and all the water is absorbed. In fact, I did not add any additional water. I just squeezed it out from the soaked water and I am just sauteing it like this. When it has absorbed all the water, we can add the Paruppu Usili to this, add the required quantity of it. And mix it all well together. See, our lovely soft Vazhaipoo Paruppu Usili is ready. I have just retained a little bit because I like to eat some of this separate, or you can add everything to the Paruppu Usili also. Now coming back to our Morkuzhambu, see our vegetable, that is the white pumpkin, has cooked well. Now take about 2 cups of curd, add it to this boiled vegetable, add a pinch of turmeric powder, now add in your ground masala paste. See, I am just adding the water in which I had soaked the dal for the Paruppu Usili. We won't waste that too. Now, over a low flame, bring it all to a boil till it starts frothing up. Add a sprig of fresh curry leaves to this. Add some salt for the Morkuzhambu. Remember, we already added a little salt to boil the vegetables. So this is the salt only for the Morkuzhambu. We have been cooking the Morkuzhambu over a low flame. You can see it is frothing up at the sides. We don't need to cook it too much once it starts frothing up. See, when it comes to one boil, we can switch it off. Our Morkuzhambu has reached the perfect consistency also. Just pour a teaspoon of raw coconut oil over it. It gives an awesome flavor. For tempering also, I am using coconut oil. You can use about 1 teaspoon. Add some mustard seeds. A small pinch of methi seeds. And 1 dry red chilli. Pour this tempering over the Morkuzhambu. Your absolutely flavorful Morkuzhambu with the lovely aroma of coconut oil is ready. Our steaming hot rice is also ready. So first I am serving out some of the plain Paruppu Usili which I had reserved. Now our Vazhaipoo Paruppu Usili, that is the Paruppu Usili made with banana flour, hot rice, and some ghee. And our pushnika or ashgourd Morkuzhambu at the side. As a first course, if you like, you can mix this Paruppu Usili plain with the rice and have this as a side, or directly add the Morkuzhambu to the rice, mix it and eat with this Paruppu Usili as a combo. In South India, the banana plant has got very many uses. We use almost every part of the plant. I have shown you a sabji made with the banana stem, that is Vazhatande. Today we have made with the banana flower, that is Vazhaipoo. We use the banana leaf to serve our food. Even the fiber which we get from the stem, we use it to, to make garlands of flowers, and it is also used for a wick in lighting diyas. So every part, of course the raw banana is used as a vegetable, and banana as a fruit we all eat. So lovely way in which this concept has developed. So our traditional South Indian lunch combo of Vazhaipoo, Paruppu Usili and Morkuzhambu, very tasty, is ready now. Vazhaipoo banana flour has got a slight astringent taste, but its health benefits are numerous. It is very high in fiber, so it automatically becomes very good for those on a diabetic who want to manage their diabetes and who want to manage weight loss. Also, it has got good quantity of potassium. It has got cholesterol lowering effect, especially for women in their reproductive years also. It is very good to reduce the menstrual cramps also. In all, it has got a number of health benefits. Look at the wonderful way our seniors who have made these combos. See, when you are making a Paruppu Usili, you are adding Paruppu, which is dal, a good source of protein, especially for vegetarian diets. So on that day, we don't again make a sambar. We combine it with a Morkuzhambu, which is not predominantly dal, or with a Vazhaipoo again, which does not have much dal in it. And we balance the diet in such a way, along with your carbs from the rice and ghee and a lot of fiber. South Indian vegetarian diet itself has got a lot of fiber in it. So try out this lovely recipe. Share it with your family and friends, and we'll meet again with the next episode from Gita's Kitchen. Thank you.